Aurelia, welcome to my channel. I have a quick little video for you today, a flip through. As you've been noticing, I'm not doing a flip through on every single journal that I make because I just really don't have the time. I would be here forever. So I do like every 3 or 4 journals, I'll do a flip through, okay? I want to quickly thank all my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. And I want to give a really big thank you to my regular customers that know me and they know my work and they are supporting my little shop. I am so grateful. I mean, I have one lady, she owns just about every one of my journals, but I am so grateful. You don't understand. Thank you so much. Today I did a little, I'm going to show you this real quick. It's more or less, the same style, that it's my style, so it's more or less what I always do. But I had to count, I used 9 different digital designers here. A lot goes into a journal, and I'm sure that you guys are just like me, that you don't, you can't find everything you want in one shop, unless it's like your shop and you make it for you or something. But so I have to go to all the different stores and buy, maybe I want this from one shop and that from another or whatever. And that's how I do it. So a lot went into this journal. I took my sweet time. I really didn't want the process to end. I so enjoy making these, like, a lot. And so I didn't rush. I never rushed, but this one I took my extra sweet time, I'm telling you. But I want to give a shout out to a relatively new store. I mean, not new, but new. It's Ida Jane Design. She's the inspiration for this journal. Like the cover, I'll show you in a minute. It's her paper. And then, my regular clients like Ruby and Pearl that I like, Little Lady Papery, lots of people that I like. Okay, here we go. And it's so cute. Well, these sold within, well, one sold, like, it's so funny. I even showed my husband a little message because it brought joy to my heart. This one of the ladies that purchased one of these, she said, I know her, I only seen 2 pictures and I want it. I was like, oh my God, I just can't believe she trusts my work, that she knows it's going to turn out kind of cute. So they're getting ready to ship, but I wanted to make sure I had, like I said, I took my sweet time, and then at the end I was looking for this little sari. Actually, this is not a sari. This is it's sari looking, but it looked like it could have been like a scarf, maybe, I don't know, or some kind of wraparound or something. But I knew I had something with brown and the light pink, and I searched. I remember what I have, I just don't remember where I put it. So I searched and searched, and I found it. And of course, I used some of my favorite little, I call them boho, which is a little bit like my style, which is like shabby, and a little vintage flair. And then my little boho, it's what I call my bling. That's when I say boho, it's where I call my little sparklies. And of course, these are from Sweet Sheila. She's over on Boho Daydreams on Facebook, and I'll link her store too. So basically, like I always make 2, it's one signature. I used this time, I used silk seam binding, and I left the binding in the back. It's exposed here, and it tied in the top. The closure is just this simple little sari that I just like. I'm in love with this. I love how this looks. So pretty. Okay, for my presentation piece in the front, I used these 2. I made 2 little things. First, I made this tag that I am like in love with, and I used on the top of it, I used some of my shorthand book that I've been using forever, and I like to do little pieces here and there of it. I did a little bit of stenciling. I think this paper, I'm almost 100% sure this is from Ruby and Pearl. I love that girl's store. Also, go check her out. She's got beautiful things. And then I did a little Love Junk Journal, which is Tracy Fox. I always use her labels. I love them. She has a new set of labels. You got to check them out. I think they're like blank labels, and you can write in them. I haven't really seen them, but anything that girl does is gorgeous, so check her out. Her shop is called Love Junk Journal. I'll link it underneath. I'm sure that's her shop. I always call her Tracy Fox, but that's not the name of her shop. And then this is mine, and this is from Sheila, and I love that fabric, that soft little pink fabric there. So, and then I put a little eyelet for reinforcement here, and then you can journal back here. Like my journals, like always, they are a little embellished, a little, no, like a lot, but I have plenty of room blank for you to write on. Here I use just a simple twine for the envelope, and this is from Ida Jane. I love that. I did a little veil, just a little veil on the envelope. This gorgeousness is from Sheila, Boho Daydreams, and it's just a little envelope. I did it, I just sewed on the side, I flipped it over, and then there's some goodies in here for you to journal on. This is from Ida Jane. Look how pretty that is, and just a little something to journal in the back if you like. And again, these are all printables. If it's vintage, I'll point it out, but these are printables that are to make, that I like to make them look vintage. So this is the official cover of the journal. Look how gorgeous that paper is. Isn't that beautiful? This kind of set the stage for the whole thing. And then I made these pretend hinges. There are 2 layers in here. They're not really hinges, they're just pretend, and they also reinforce a little bit. I do it also because they also reinforce where the seam binding comes out. And then here I did a little collage with Sheila's beautifulness. This is mine from a piece of garment that I rescued. This is from Sheila. It was a thick piece of gorgeous ribbon like this, but I just needed a little border. And then here I did a little bit of layering. I got this little piece here, and then there's this piece here, and then there's this. So I like to layer fabric. I mean, obviously I love to layer paper, we all do, but I also like to layer fabric. I did some stitching. There's a lot of stitching. I love sewing, so whenever I get a chance that I can sew, I'll do it. And now I'm on a kick where I'm leaving the cover page blank. I'm loving that now. You know how it is, we go through things. I'm loving that I'm leaving that blank now. You can do whatever you like in there. And then my journals are in the junk journal style. They're not really officially considered a junk journal because there's not a whole lot of junk. But they're in the junk journal style. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm back. So let's get this pretty lady started. I'm just gonna go quickly because I love the feel of the glassine bags, and I like the fact when they're embossed, it even feels even better. Like it just feels so good. And I like the image that's back here. This is from Ida Jane. Look how pretty she looks. I think she looks really beautiful. And I love that green. I love everything about this image. I think it's so pretty, her everything. So that goes there. I kind of put her like forward. And then here you get another digital. Guys, and like I said, there are 8 or 9 different creators, digital creators here, and it just, to me, it looks seamlessly because everything matches. Everything looks like it belongs together, and that's the main reason I love to use digitals, is because it's almost like a challenge to myself, that I can blend from different people, and it just looks like it's all one thing. I love this paper, and this is from my trims. And you know, this is more or less how most of my journals are. I like little pages, and I like things kind of out of whack. I just, you know, I love how this beautiful pocket turned out. This whole piece is, I've had it forever. It's one piece. And I love these swirls, and I love the fact that it's semi see-through. I love it. So the back looks like that. I just did a little collage and a little sewing. And this is, I believe this is from the paper cameo. See, there's just so many different people. I just happen to know some of them, some I don't. This image, I think she's so pretty. This one. And this one. And I like to back as many of my images as I can in book pages. I just like that look. Okay, I'll put that later. This I feature on my Instagram. I am in love with that wallpaper. And that wallpaper is this. This is from my collection. Look how it's white. Is it gonna come? See how? See? And then you tea dye it, and it's like amazing. Well, actually, I tried 3 times. First, I did avocado dye. It didn't do a thing. Then I did tea dye, and it did just a little bit. But then when I did the coffee dye, it's perfect. It settled and all the little grooves came to life. I don't know if you see that. It all came to life. I love it. So that was really nice to see at a glance, all that texture. I love doing that. So I liked how that turned out. This is from my little trim, and then the back took on this yummy. I need to tea dye more of these square doilies. I love square doilies for some reason, and I don't have enough ready to go. I love that. This is a little collage I did with Sheila's trim, and this is something that I tea dyed not too long ago, like a little half a rosette type of thing. And then this little pocket. Oh God, my porch prints, I don't remember, but I'll list everybody underneath. You just got to kind of go into their stores and search for yourself what you're looking for. Here I use some of my fuzzy fiber that I like so much. Let me see if I make this a little, yeah, that looks a little bit better. This fuzzy fiber that I save. And then this opens up like this. Look how cute this is. How neat. And it has a little pocket here, which I put that in there just to bring out a little bit of the green. And for some reason I love this printable. It's a little bright for me, but I just love it. So that goes in there. And then on the back, what I had back here was one of these receipt things that I grunged up a little bit. And then this little image I think is so sweet. I love that. And then here I have a paper clip, another paper clip. And this one I just have a little bead on there. And on this side I have a little tag that you can just kind of journal wherever you want. And I love the green on this a lot. And you can even like hide little secret notes, you know what we do to our journals. We hide things and write everywhere and do everything. And then here in this little collage, this little gathering here, I love that. I have a check that I did a little sewing, and it's also been tea dyed. This little journaling little spot. This is one of my tags that I think this is coffee dyed, and I embossed it and sewed. I love these tags, just love looking at them. This one, which is very pretty, some pink on top, a little Greek, and a little ticket. Let's see, let's just move right along. This came off a garment, and I left a piece of the garment there. I love it. This is from my soap when I used to make soap. I know I say that all the time, but I have a lot of these left from my soap wrapping sheets. Some collaging. I love that. Guys, I'm like on this thing now where I'm like loving eyelet. I don't know why. I'm like, I want to eyelet everything. I just love it. So I am putting just a phase, I guess. I'm putting as much eyelet as I can everywhere. I love this chunky piece here, just like a crazy tab. This is from, this might be a little old. I don't think it's vintage, but it's definitely a little old. A cookbook that I love because I love these little fray edges. This is old. And this I still have a little bit left. I love this fabric so much. I love that. I did a little bit of sewing. And I don't do a lot of flips like this. I just don't. I don't know why. I just don't. Because in my personal journals, I guess I'm just like a lazy journaler. I just journal and flip the page and then do whatever, and all this stuff, all this flipping. It's nice and it's cute and it's very interesting, but for my personal journals, I don't use it. So I'm thinking, well, this is not your personal journal. This is somebody else's journal. So I might start incorporating a little bit of this. So this is just an envelope that I tea dyed, and I ran an embossing folder, did a little collage, and I love this lace. Then it flips open, and there's two little things here. This beautiful card. I love the colors on this. It's so soft and pretty. And then this, which I use all the time because I love it, and this is the name of the town that we live. So I just love it. It reminds me of our little town, so I use it all the time. And then this is, it's not really a writing board because it's not hard at all, but it could be used as a bookmark, I'm thinking. But you can definitely journal in the back. And then I did a little collage here with some fabric that my friend Jennifer gave me, and this is from Sheila Boho Daydreams. Here I have a piece of lace. This is the center. This is what I chose for my center. This spread, isn't that gorgeous? It's got blues and a little bit of aqua. It's got everything that's in the journal. I love it. Then I found these two pieces and I thought it went well with it. First of all, this is also can be a bookmark. I just love it. I think it's so pretty. I love the green. I love this frame. I love everything, the writing, everything. So what I did was that I backed it up with some of my fabric, and then this is from Boho Daydreams. And then these are one of my side floating tucks that I do out of file folders. And all I did here was a little bit of stenciling on some music sheet. This is regular lunch bag. A little bit of my trim. I did a little collage here. There's fabric. There's a little back here. There's a little label, some more label. This is from Sheila, and then I attached this cute little thing here, and it kind of dangles from the bottom. I think it looks kind of nice. And then her, I love her like that in an angle. I just love how she looks in there. She just looks so beautiful. And then here I embossed this looks like some kind of receipt or something. I embossed it and it's been tea-dyed. I love that a lot. It goes like that. And then this is just a notebook paper. Again, this is not vintage, but it looks it. And then her, I think she looks stunning. So that's just like your center spread. I love it. And then the back of this page, I love this trim. In love, and it's all frayed and all beat up, and I love it. Ledger paper, lots of room to journal on. I like this because I love petunias and a little bit of purple. I used to be afraid of red. Using red like intimidated me a little bit. Now I'm afraid of like lavender purple. I gotta get over that. I gotta just do a purple journal and get over it. Here I did a little collage, some of my trim, and this is some of my tea dye. Looks like a little rosette. And this is that cookbook. And then here, more eyelet. I framed, this is one of my crazy tucks, I called it. And I framed it with more eyelet because, like I said, I'm on this eyelet kick. This is one of my trims. And then this paper, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. You see this paper back here. And this paper back here, that and that. I am not telling you where that's from. That's going to be a surprise. And then this is I trim, this is trim down here with this little trim that I found. Some stenciling. I love that paper. And then here I have just 3 little secret journaling little secret goodies that go right in there. And then here I just have that and a little like that. And then I am in love, guys, with this sweet simple tag. Sometimes simple is beautiful. I love this tag. This little material, I've been saving it for like a Christmas journal, but I said, you know what, I'm going to use a little bit now. Look how pretty. It's like little polka dots when they're white and gold. And then I did a little bit of stenciling and I frayed the edges and I crunched it up. So this, to me, this is simple, but it's very pretty. So that goes in that pocket up here where I did some more stenciling. And then I have one of these here. So that goes in here with the eyelet frame. This is from a placemat, and I love this piece, and it's real chunky, and it feels like a tab, and it's got the weave is pink, and then there's this pearlescent type of material weaved in there, and I thought it just went so perfect, and I've been holding on to this for a while. I'm like, I need to use that. Another tab, more room here on this little music sheet. I created like a little side tuck, and all I have in here is this image, which is, I love her dress. And then this pretty tag that I kind of left a little plain. I embossed it. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks really pretty in person. And then just did a little sewing, and then a little lace. And I kind of hugged it with this, the You Can Journal on there. So that goes in the little side tuck. I love this space right here because you can see you can see the different layers. I love to see that. You can see this, you can see the eyelid, you can see, I love that. You can kind of see everything. And then here I have a paper clip, a rusted paper clip of mine. And I've got these two lovely, beautiful, gorgeous pieces. And then on the paper clip I have like this little button. I think it's a mother of pearl, like a shell, but it's like pinkish. I have it here with the little tassel thingy. And then back here I have a whole little cluster of things. I have that, which is very pretty. I've got one of these that I tea-dyed and did a little sewing on. I have that I did a little embossing, and you know, of course we can use all of this cute little tag. And I'm like into these little envelopes now. I'm loving them. And then I have just a whole bunch of little, you can see a whole bunch of little tickets and little stuff for you to play with. So that goes in here. I love this. Came off a garment, and I left that so that I can be reminded. I love my square doily. I love that trim. That's the back of the wallpaper. This, you cannot see it on camera, and probably up close the lighting has to be perfect, but this is like the palest blue. Like, you can barely see it, and I love it. And I don't know if I did that with food coloring or what I did that with, because I'm afraid of food coloring, so I use it very tiny the few times that I have used it. So I think that might be that. I like that. And then we're coming towards the end, and that's it. This is the back of the glassine bag that I opened it on top. And then this is the back of the journal, and in the glassine bag there's just a ticket, and this is beautiful. That, so there's a lot of blue, lavender, mainly pinks. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that her name is Aurelia. Aurelia is her name, and I love that name. So yes, these babies are ready. Their packages is ready. Their goodies, their extra goodies is ready. They are ready to ship out. So I hope you liked these two journals, and you found a few little things that you might want to try yourself. Okay guys, thanks for watching and being here. I'll see you next time. God bless. Bye bye.